Day 508. 508. 17 minutes. If you're following along, you don't know what I'm doing. What is he doing? I made a commitment, recommitted to a big, crazy, ridiculous dream of mine back in 2021, and I'm continuing to do it. I'm continuing to make progress on this big, crazy, ridiculous dream. For me, it is a movie. I was so inspired by the movie Rudy. And after I won the world championship a few years later, my mentor asked me, what was my big dream now? And I was like hemming and hawing. I'm like, what if I've been telling my story around the world, but what if they made a movie about my story? But who am I to have a movie made about me? And he slammed his hands on the table, got right in my face, and he said, who are you not to? So I say to you, who are you not to have your dream? And if you've been working on it, hey, great day to re-engage, re-inspire, and start tracking it. You could even get a download tracking form. Go to 17minutes-to-your-dream.com, and there's a free link to the downloads of the exact spreadsheet that I use. So today I went back to a chapter on my dream detour. And it was crazy, all these little things that lined up. My original dream was to make people laugh for a living. That would be the ultimate. How cool would that be? And so back then in the 90s, my answer was I had to be a comedian. So I went on that mission. I went on that dream, even though I wasn't funny, no confidence, never been on stage. Yeah. And on my journey, I found a detour about this thing called speaking. I didn't even know what that was when I first started, but then I realized who I am. If you watched yesterday's video, who I am was more in line with being a teacher, being a speaker, than it was being a comedian. So, what if I could inspire, teach people, and make them laugh, as opposed to the message of laughter? See, it's the medium for me, and that's more of who I am. So I'm talking about that dream detour when all of a sudden things lined up. That comedy writing mentor from Hollywood, his name was Stanley Ralph Ross. He said, Darren, stop trying to do these little skits. Start telling stories. Okay. Then I had so many things line up, and my mentor Dave Fitzgerald started to show me that I was a comedian no more. That was a great foundation, but who I really was a speaker. So that brush with fame when he said, who are you? Mike Farrell, the actor from MASH, when I got to meet him in person. And who am I? Who are you? What is your big, crazy, ridiculous dream? And I encourage you here, New Year's Day, to recommit, dive in, go deeper, and make some progress. But if you track that progress, you're more likely to build your belief and gain momentum. So, today, my chapter, The Dream Detour, it took me 3 sessions to work on it and figure it out, but it really came together well. So, but the question isn't, it's not about me and my story, it's about you and yours. And I shared these videos just to share my experience of my struggle. That it's been 508 days I've been working on this. Started in 2021. Now it hasn't been every day, but I track every day that I make progress. Are you tracking your progress? My buddy Craig Valentine says, what gets recorded gets rewarded. Go grab the spreadsheet or just start your own if you're a spreadsheet lover and do a few minutes, at least 17 minutes a day. You can always do more. Always do more if you can. However, as long as you're doing some every day, you gain momentum, you gain progress, and you're closer to a breakthrough. Make your next breakthrough that goal. The dream is the final dream, but the goal, the next breakthrough. When you have a breakthrough, you're unstoppable. Keep it up, keep going. We'll see you tomorrow.